On the mound for San Diego in this one, Michael King.
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning. Well, second pitch of this game and already getting squeezed a little bit.
It just shaved the zone. They'll keep both their challenges. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
Ball 2.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. So now here's the DH, Hae-Sung Kim. That one in there across the letters. Here in San Diego and just getting started. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup. Line drive, base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
That one finds the zone. No balls, 2 strikes. And ball 1.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
And on further review, it was a strike. Still 2 challenges left for them. 2 outs, runner at first. Now it's Max Muncy. That funky Muncy. This one popped up right side. And that is that. Leading off, Jackson Merrill. To the right side. Freeman takes it to the bag. 1 pitch and 1 out. Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here.
Well, Boog, the story's been told that Yamamoto's bag of tricks is an actual bag that he carries around. Inside the bag, he keeps a yoga mat, wooden blocks, tiny soccer balls, and mini javelins. He uses all of that just for his warm-up routine.
Pitch misses. Ball 1.
Yamamoto's warm-up includes doing headstands and walking on his palms. He uses blocks to work on body positioning, hurls mini soccer balls into a wall to warm up his arm, and then heads to the field to throw mini javelins. I don't think anyone else is stealing his pregame routine anytime soon.
That one lined to the left field, and that's base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Here's Miguel Andujar. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Swing and a foul out of play.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
Pitch misses there, and that is ball 1.
Ball.
Machado, the runner at first with 2 gone. In the air, right field, Tucker gets under it. He's there. He's got it. And that's the 3rd out. Back here at Petco Park. New inning getting started. Mookie Betts steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And strike 1 to Mookie Betts. That catches the corner. Out towards right center field. Merrill should have this one. And there's one down. Here's Kyle Tucker.
The key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
2 away now.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Will Smith, the next to hit, takes outside.
Ball, no.
Next offering is down low. And that's in for a strike. That one pushed foul. Goes down looking. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Digging in, Gavin Sheets. Here's your 1.
No, that's a ball.
This one in the air, center field. Pages under this one. One up, one down. And here comes Xander Bogaerts.
Well, Boog, here's a nugget on Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Well, he rarely travels without his tiny, fluffy dog, Mikan. Mikan is named after a famous mandarin orange from Japan whose peel nearly matches the pup's fur color. I love that name.
He's got it. Out number 2. Here's Ramon Laureano. And first offering is fouled off. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that is the 3rd out. Back here in San Diego, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Tommy Edman. Hit on the ground to the right side, and that one finds its way through. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Wastes no time there. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Teoscar Hernandez in the box now. No balls and a strike. Outside with a breaking ball. Swing and a pop-up. He dives, but he can't make the catch. Edman around second. To second, and he's safe.
Back-to-back base hits. Kind of your classic jam shot blooper right there. Made a good pitch on the inside. Gotten a hit.
Line drive. That's a base hit. 1 runs in. Here's the throw. But it's offline. He will score. It's 2-zip.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did.
Bogaerts to Tatis for the pivot. There's one.
No, you're out.
2. What a play. Freddie Freeman up to the dish. He's 0 for 1. And first offering is fouled off. Freeman measures 6 feet 4 inches, 36 years old, and he was a 2nd-round pick back in 2007. And that'll do it. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. Here's Nicholas Castellanos. There's a swing and a drive. Fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. And 1 pitch into the inning, it's a leadoff double.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and, man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Into center. And there's one away. So the San Diego batting order turns over. Jackson Merrill getting ready to hit. And that is in for a strike. And it's 0-1. In there at the knees for a strike. One out and a runner at second here in the third and final game of the series. Ground ball to middle. That's a base hit. Castellanos on his way to the plate. Now a long throw home. Head first slide, and he's safe. And they trail by one.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Quick move to first, and he's back in there. Now the 0-1. Runner on the go. Pitch misses.
No, he saved.
And a foul ball.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
Man at second. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Manny Machado up to the plate. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
That's ripped into the outfield. And that ends the inning. As we go to the top of the fourth. Now it's the Dodger cleanup hitter, Max Muncy, on the ground. And that's just foul. Here comes the 0-1.
Too low. That's a ball.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in. Not in time. That's a leadoff double. Here's Mookie now. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. That one found hard the other way. The 0-1. That one catches the corner for a strike. Foul ball, still 0-2.
No.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swings and misses. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away. So here's Kyle Tucker now.
Ball. No.
1 out and a runner at second. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. And a foul ball.
Ball.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard.
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. Slams off the bottom of the wall. Muncy comes in to score. Fires to second too late, and he's got a double.
Everything came together for him. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing of the bat.
And that's off the outside edge, and the count is 2-0. 1 run across in the frame so far. Top half of inning number 4. That one is cut on and missed. Looked like a changeup.
Really good changeup.
Good eye right there. Broken bat, roll to first. They put the tag on him, and that's out number 2. Tommy Edman at the plate, 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. This to center field. Merrill on the move. Can't get there, and that should bring in the run. And he'll make it to second base with 2 gone.
Well done. Drives in the run. When you flare a ball out behind second base, it's really a tough spot for anyone to get to, and you're never trying to do that as a hitter, but when you do, I tell you what, you're yelling at it the entire way to get down.
He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Bottom of the 4th, now the DH for the Padres, Miguel Andujar.
Miguel Andujar.
Not giving him a pitch to hit there isn't a bad thing. He's dealing with a great first pitch hitter up there. You know, these Padres definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over aggressive. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These guys are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
Late with the swing there. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Gavin Sheets digs in now.
Over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. If you're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
0-2 now. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Had him out front for strike 3. 1 out man at first. Here's Xander Bogaerts.
Not what he's looking for there in the 0-0 count. Looks like he wants the ball down in the zone.
That one ripped. And there's 2 away. Laureano comes up to hit. Struck out swinging his first time.
Ball 1.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
That's off the inside corner. Ball 3. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. So a walk puts runners at first and second.
Not what he wanted to do there, Boog. That keeps this inning alive and gives this offense a good chance to cut into their deficit.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Over to Edman, and that is that. Ready now for the 5th inning. Now it's the Dodger leadoff hitter, Andy Pages. Line to right, and this one could be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double, and his second hit.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Man at second. Makes the catch, and there's 1 gone.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
And now 1-2. That one to first, and that goes foul.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Good job to fight that one off. And a payoff pitch. Battling here as he fouls it away. About to see the 11th pitch of the at-bat here. Up the middle. Sends it over to Sheets. So it was a long battle at the plate, but they still managed to get the out. Muncy in the box now. Takes strike one. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Ball.
2 outs and a runner at third. And we're at the top of the 5th. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Back here at Petco Park. Stepping in, Freddie Fermin. Yamamoto back to work. Swing and a miss, strike one.
You know, these Padres just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Has room, and he makes the catch. Back to the top of the order now. Next for the Padres, Jackson Merrill. This one smoked on its way out of here. A monster shot to right. And they close the gap. It's 4-2.
Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Tatis now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. On the ground to the left. It's through for a hit. And the Padres have a man aboard with 1 out. Here's Manny Machado, 1 for 2. Right through there for a strike.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Comes up empty. Tatis runs. Swing and a miss. He's in there.
If you're a hitter, you can't go back to the dugout and say, man, I should have hit that pitch. You got to say, you know what, he made a great pitch, but next time up, he's going to make a mistake, and I'm going to be on it.
Andujar up for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss. Close, but called a ball. And the count now 2-0. Runner at second, 2 down. Last half of inning number 5. Late on that fastball.
Ball 2.
That's to third. Muncy sends it to first. And that'll do it. Back here in San Diego, all set for the top of the 6th. Mookie Betts steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Betts in his 12th season, 33 years old, and he was a 5th-round pick back in 2011.
Now pitching for
the new pitcher in the game, Adrian Morejon.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
0-1 down. This one in the air, center field. Merrill moving under it. 1 down. Kyle Tucker, a.k.a. King Tuck, to the plate now.
Drove it off the wall last time, just missed out on a home run.
Not even close there. Ball 1. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Bogarts with the throw to first. Two quick outs to open the top of the sixth.
The catcher.
The batter now will be Will Smith. And that drops in for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the sixth.
Ball.
Swings through that one for strike 2. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Bottom of the 6th inning. Leading off, Gavin Sheets. Ripped to right. And there's one down. It's Xander Bogaerts now.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. You always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Pages under it. Takes it in for the out. Next for the Padres, Ramon Laureano. He is struck out and he is walked. Just missed. The Dodgers leading by 2 here in the bottom of the 6th. No question about this one. It's out of here. And they cut into the deficit.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
So 2 down. Nick Castellanos, the next to hit. And a big swing and a miss. That's off the mark. 1 ball, 1 strike. And that is in there for a strike. I believe that's the split. In the air to left center. Pulls it in on the run. And that's the inning. Back here at Petco Park. We go to the top of the 7th. Tommy Edman steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Hurt one. Ball 1.
Pretty close, but it was a ball. So that removes their last challenge. And a 1-1. Swings over the top of that one. Got him swinging. Here's Teoscar Hernandez.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it, so a changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
No.
Hard liner, and that's got extra bases written all over it. In safely with a double, his 2nd of the day.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Really nice job staying inside with his hands to fight off that pitch. Man, that cutter was bearing in on him, but he found a way to stay with his approach, didn't spin off it, and he hit it pretty well.
So the Padres with a new arm on the mound, David Morgan.
And that's a big potential run out there at second as he comes in trying to keep the deficit where it is. For the infielders, they got to be thinking about keeping the ball from getting by them into the outfield any way they can.
Little trouble with this one behind the plate. Now the tag at 3rd, and they got him. Here's a 1-1.
Ball.
Looks like he was trying to get to the front door with that curveball. It's definitely a finesse pitch, but it backed up a little bit on him and stayed inside.
High fly ball, right field. And he makes the catch. And that We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Tanner Scott.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Looking to get the tying run on base.
Ball.
The changeup missing, and the count is 1-1. That one ran inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Strike 2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now Jackson Merrill.
Coming off an absolute bomb in his last at bat.
Close, but called a ball. And it's 1-0. It just shaved the zone. So they've still got both their challenges.
Ball.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Coming out of the bullpen throwing beatings. And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr.
Ball.
The Dodgers holding on to a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. And that is out of play. The 1-1. And he swings through that one. Jackknifes out of the way. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Upstairs. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. That is the inning. Back here in San Diego, we're at the top of the 8th. Hesung Kim steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
No.
And that's through there for a strike. And the count even at 1. In the air, right field, Castellanos has a beat on it, and there's one down. Freddie Freeman will come up to hit.
No, off the plate. Ball
Just
inside.
missed.
When you get to this part of the order, yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely
Ball,
there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you if he will.
And he grounds one to the right side. Tatis to first. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th. 2 down, base is empty. Down the third baseman, Max Muncy. That one a little bit high, and the count even 1-1. That's a laser base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. When you can turn a ball around at 107 off the bat, it's going to make you feel really good inside. He elevates that a little bit more.
Out of the bullpen for the Padres, Bradley Rodriguez.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
That one's in there, and it's 0-2.
Ball.
Muncy off of first with 2 away. That's hanging in there. He's a tough at bat. Hit hard on the ground to the right side, and it goes just foul. To the right side, and he can't come up with it. But they get the out at first, and that'll do it for the inning. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Alex Vesia.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late, and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Comes up empty. That's strike two.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Ball two.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And a key out leading off the bottom of the eighth. Miguel Andujar, the next up for the Padres. And that one is lifted in the air. Tucker settles underneath it. And a couple of quick outs. So up next, Gavin Sheets. 0 for 3 in this one. Now a pinch hitter coming on for the Padres. Ty France trying to get something going for him with 2 away. France in the box here and fouls it off for strike one. Lifted in the air, right field. Brings it in, and that will end the inning. Back here at Petco Park. All set to start the ninth in this one. Kyle Tucker steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball one. Rodriguez goes 6'1". He features a four-seam fastball, a sinker, a changeup, and occasionally uses a cutter. Swings through that one for strike two. Well struck deep right field, way back, and out of here. A solo shot. And they tack on to their lead. It's 5-3. Will Smith to the plate. Swing and a ground ball. And foul ball.
But just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
Lined, and that's a base hit. And a man aboard.
He was all over that one. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Jason Adam on a pitch out of the pen here. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Edman, the next to hit, takes ball one. A sliding stop. Here's one. On to first, safe. So they get one, but a really nice try there. Edman over at first with one away. Close one, doesn't get the call. And it's 2-0.
He's been great in this one. Eye-hand coordination just failed him a little bit right there.
Quick toss to first.
No, he's in there.
Just got his hand in there. The 2-1. Just off the inside edge. And ball 4, 2 aboard. So back to the top of the order. Now it's the Dodger leadoff hitter, Andy Pages. And that's a base hit. Here comes Edman around third. Plays the plate, and they cut him down. Ha-Seong Kim will hit next. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. If you're the Padres, this has to stay a 2-run game.
Ball one.
The Dodgers trying to break this one open here at the top of the ninth. In the air, left field, down the line, and he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. The 1-2. Called out on strikes. That ends the inning and stops things. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Edwin Diaz.
Hey, look, we'll see how it factors in. I just can't emphasize how much that insurance run in the top of the ninth means. I mean, just such a big difference mentally when you're chasing 2 runs instead of 1.
That's in there. Strike 1. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Flails at that one. It's a strikeout. Ramon Laureano getting ready to hit.
Hit an absolute tape measure shot last time up.
Right.
Here's the 0-2.
Ball.
1 down, base is empty here in the 9th. Smoked to the left, base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Up next for the Padres.
Now it's the right fielder, Nick Castellanos. 1 for 3. Out front with the swing, and that is strike 1. The Padres with the tying run at the plate, and the home team trying to pull it out. Strike 2.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
Stays alive. The 1-2. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Padres with only 1 out remaining. Now here is Freddie Fermin. Pinch hitter coming on, Sung-Mun Song.
And he would be the tying run, Boog, so we may see him try to launch one if he gets a good pitch to handle.
That one close, ruled a ball. Ball 1.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
They're down to their final strike.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle. But I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Tying run at the plate. And that one almost got him. Ground ball, left side. And that's just foul. Breaking ball, and that got him.
Hit first.
Big spot here, bottom of the 9th, down to their final out. Jackson Merrill, the next up for the Padres. He's already homered here in this one. He swings and misses at the first pitch, 0-1. Fought off foul.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball. Block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
2 on, 2 outs. Ground ball up the middle. Oh, what a stop from his knees, the throw, but it's not in time. Base hit.
Well, here we go. Winning run is on base with 2 away. Now a huge
new pitcher for the Dodgers, Jack Dreyer.
Definitely a huge at-bat in this game coming up right here, but with 2 outs, he's just got to focus on getting 1 batter, and this should be fun.
And now it's going to be Fernando Tatis Jr. And that one ripped to left. Base hit, 1 run is in. And they hold the tying run at third. They're up the stop sign even with 2 away. Manny Machado to the dish for a pivotal at-bat. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Missed inside with the curve. 2 outs, tying and winning runs on base here in the last half of inning number 9.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
The next offering misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat.
Oh, that got him on the mound. Hung up in a rundown now between third and home. And they put the tag on him. That's the 3rd out, inning over. Luis Campusano, the new catcher now.
Now catching, number 12, Luis Campusano.
Go-ahead run on base. Here is Freddie Freeman, known for his late-inning heroics. So they turn to their closer, Mason Miller.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton. That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Ball.
And another ball. Right through there for a strike. Now
Ball
one
3.
miss. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. Ouch, that one drilled him. Throw to first.
He's in there. He's safe.
And now we'll have to check back on the righty. So runners at the corners. Nobody out. Here's Max Muncy.
Ball 1.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
The Dodgers with the go-ahead run at third here in extra innings. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
Ball 2. Down.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Here's a 2-2. Base hit into center field. In to score from third. It's an RBI single, and they lead it in the 10th. Mookie Betts digging in a huge spot. That clips the corner. First and second go out here in the top half of the 10th. That one is absolutely belted. That's got a chance. And it's off the wall. 1 run across. Muncy on his horse around third. He'll score. 2 runs are in, and they take a 3-run lead. Now it's the right fielder, Kyle Tucker. He's already homered in this game. Wandy Peralta on the pitch here.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I didn't like the opposing team did that to me.
Tucker wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge. And that one did miss. And the strike is overturned. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. Man at second. On the ground. Tatis handles that chance. Whips it to first. Finally gets the first out here on the grounder. And up to the plate is Will Smith. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That one carrying. Going. Gone. And here comes Tommy Edman. And they boost their lead. It's 10-5.
No.
Foul ball. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Just outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. And there's a ball. Oh, great stop to first. And very nicely done for the out. And now Teoscar Hernandez. Close, but called a ball. Ball 1.
Ball 2.
Offense exploding for 5 so far in the inning. And here in extra innings. In there for a strike at the top of the zone. That's
No,
down and
that's
in.
the ball.
On the ground to third. Long throw to first. And they're back here in extras, and a new pitcher on the mound in the bottom half of the inning, number 70.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Andujar, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Popped up. He's got it, and there's one down. So digging in, Ty France. Flied to right his first time. Shot into the gap, and that should bring in the run. Here comes Machado around third. He'll score. It's 10-6. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
They got a pitch he could drive, but he didn't get too excited like a lot of guys do and pull off the baseball. Really good timing all the way through the swing, and the barrel was so on plane with the ball. Easy drive into the gap for that double.
Now Xander Bogaerts gets a chance to hit. Yoan. Base hit right field. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with one out. Stepping in for San Diego, Ramon Laureano. And that one fouled off.
Ball one.
Strike two. Runners at the corners, one away. And we're in the last half of the 10th. Slice to right. He makes the grab. Throw over to first. And that is the ball game.
Well, Boog, I can think of prettier ways to get your first win on the mound in the majors. They'll have some work to do after the blown save, but a win is a win.
Riding my whip and rodeo drive. Shawty, I stick like Fredo Bang. Stay in your lane down 4 or 5. Big stick like 4-5. Keep your cool, won't be no fight. I'm fresh like water. No daughter. Might tell a joke, but I ain't gon' lie. On my left like evil genius. Jump out the genius, demon time. I'ma get it laid back like even Steven. Don't need a reason, be on down. Stand on B-U-S-I-N-E-S-S. Yes, I'm blessed like him. In the gym. Don't miss, I switch on. Hey, I'm not like them. Let me state my case. Sprint out the race, no chase. I pace. Just came out the gate and it's still gon' hate. Say fake, see, make be fake. How you know?